All right, so a couple housekeeping things that we're going to talk about tonight so that everybody is on the same page about things that are going on. The first thing that's going to be coming up is the August Team Cup. And if you guys aren't familiar with Team Cups, if you guys are new to this whole coaching thing, if you haven't been around for a Team Cup yet, how it works is kind of in the months that are a little bit traditionally more difficult to make sales, they host this event called the Team Cup. And it's a competition where you are assigned to a team that you create of 5 coaches, and you're trying to see how many points you can get as a team. There's different prizes for different tiers. I know last year, or last cup, can't remember what month it was in, maybe February, we got, a bag, we got a bobblehead, and I really wanted the jacket, but we were like 3 points from the jacket, which kind of devastated me. So whatever the prize is this year for the top prize, it's definitely what I'm going to be shooting for. So it's a cool, fun way to get to know a couple other people on your team, to set goals for your team, and to also set goals for yourself to keep achieving towards. So what's fun about it is it gives you a chance to be a leader, step outside your comfort zone, so you first want to think about how hard you want to push yourself. If it's your first Team Cup, that doesn't mean that you can't set really high goals and push yourself as hard as possible. But you want to think about, how many Success Club points are you going to be going for? Do you want to get the top tier prize? Do you want to win the whole thing? What are your goals here? And I'm going to have everybody who's interested in being on a cup team for the Team Cup put your name just on the list in the TNT Dynasty team page, and we'll start breaking people up into teams to make sure that everybody's on a team. The only rule with the Team Cup is that only 1 diamond is allowed on a team, so we'll have to, kind of pick captains and break people up into different teams. But what I thought was a really great advice that they talked about was, if your goal is that top tier prize, and that top tier prize is 100 points, and there's 5 people on the team, that's 20 points a person. And then you divide that by how many weeks, and it gets you in the habit of setting goals each week. Because I know sometimes you can always say, oh, Success Club 5, I want to hit that every single month, or Success Club 10 every single month. And then the last week of the month shows up and you realize you're still sitting at 0. And you want to make sure that you're setting weekly goals, and not just setting those goals and then by the end of the week being frustrated that you haven't gotten them. What are you doing to get to those goals? How many people are you inviting every single day? And if your goal is, 20 points, and the first week you don't get those 5 points, track how many people did you invite. And if you only got 2 points, maybe you're going to have to double the amount of people that you invite. So it gives you more landmarks to reach for every single week, and a great overall goal. And also, you're a lot less likely to let other people down than we are to let ourselves down. So it's really good motivation also, because you don't want to let your team down. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about was Super Saturday and Super Sunday. Quarterly meetings are so awesome. It's a great opportunity, again, to get to know more people in our community and other coaches in your area, meet up with other coaches on our team to actually be able to see them in person. So the next Super Saturday, Super Sunday is the weekend of July 25th, 24th, 25th, that weekend. So make sure that you are going on to your Coach Online office, going into events and figuring out where there is a Super Saturday in your area, trying to post on our team page or in the Bombshell Dynasty team page, and try to find coaches that are going to be there so you can try to meet up. I know I'll be at the one in Philly, seeing all the local coaches around here, which I'm so excited about. And the first Super Saturday that I went with just me and my mom. She was the only one I could convince to go with me. She didn't know what the heck it was all about. And, I made a friend that first Super Saturday. Her name's Megan. And she has literally liked every single thing I've ever done since that day that we met each other. And it's funny how you form a relationship with somebody, and it's really, there's so many people in this community that are just like us. and it's really nice to be able to connect with them and find people with similar interests that you have. So stay connected as much as possible. I know that I am so excited / nervous to go to Summit next week. I know it's going to be slightly overwhelming, but it's also going to be a blast, and we're going to be giving you guys as much information as possible as soon as it comes in, so that we keep you guys up to date, and so that you can definitely make plans of being there next year, because I know next year we're going to blow it up and have so many more coaches with us next year. But one of the events that's going to be, or one of the products that's going to be launched that Janelle was talking about today on the call was Cize. So anybody that doesn't know what Cize is Shanti's newest program. So Insanity, Insanity Asylum, T25, Max 30, Hip Hop Abs, those are all Shanti. So he is a choreographer by background, and those abs are more from choreography than anything else. And this is going to be a fun dance workout. So the workouts in length are between 30 and 40 minutes. And how they work is, in the beginning, they start teaching you the steps. So he's going to break down the choreography as simple as possible. So if you really don't think you can do it, he'll break it down as basic as possible. And then at the end, there's the size it up section where it's put the whole entire dance routine together. And you can keep hitting replay on the size it up until you're happy with your end result. And for anybody that's gone out dancing, I mean, that's one of my favorite forms of cardio, because you're not thinking about it, you're focusing on your dance moves. The difference is you're not in a club where everybody is judging you or seeing what you're doing. You're in your living room and you can just tear it up, flip your hair, you know, get into it, burn a ton of calories. You know, she was saying that with it's about 300 to 600 calorie an hour burn, depending on, I guess, how much you're flipping your hair and how hard you're getting into it. So if you yourself is not a dancer by nature, don't let that restrict you from sharing it with your network. You know, step outside your comfort zone, give it a try. If you don't like it, that's totally fine. You can be honest and say, I don't like it because, you know, and then say why. You know, I was never a cheerleader, I was never a dancer, I have a really hard time with choreography. And you saying the things that you don't like, there's someone saying, well, I used to be a cheerleader, I love learning choreography, I love that kind of cardio. And that gets them that much more interested. So don't be disingenuous or inauthentic by saying that you love it when you really don't love it. Just give whatever feedback you have, but you have to be able to speak on a product. I mean, honestly, that's been one of my secrets to success with this business, is that I have, when a new program's come out, when I had nothing interesting to say from the beginning and I, didn't really know what to post on social media, I picked a program, and it started with T25, and I, held myself accountable, and I said, I am going to post every single morning. And people got, my smiling face after doing T25 for 60 days. And then they got PIO, and then they got Max 30. So you don't have to do it that style, but you definitely have to at least commit to one program, start to finish, so that you can tell yourself and your challengers, this is a program that I finished, this is my before picture, my after picture, I hung with it, these are the results. Because until you've gone through it yourself, it's really hard to tell a challenger that they can do it themselves. Because if you don't believe that they can do it, if you don't believe that you can do it, you're never going to believe that they can do it either. And they'll be able to tell that. I mean, before T25, I had Insanity, I had P90X, and they were way too hard for me. They were too long and too intense. And that's what I can say to them. I quit P90X multiple times. I quit Insanity multiple times because they were too hard. It was until I found T25 that was the perfect level of intensity. It was the perfect length. And it allows me to say, well, that's my job as your coach. My job is to pair you up with the program that's perfect for you, because they don't know. They're relying on us. We're the ones that are going out eating at the restaurant and giving it a review and telling them, don't eat there if you don't like this. So they're relying on us and our opinions of the programs. You know, we're Yelp or, you know, whatever you want to say. So make sure that you're trying them. And now it's so much easier as a coach because there's Beachbody on demand. So you don't have to go out and buy every single program. There's so many programs on there. So commit to a program start to finish, and definitely check out what else is in the library. You know, I mix in Brazil butt lift all the time because they are great workouts. You know, when I'm trying to get in shape for soccer, I'm mixing in Insanity of the Asylum because it's awesome agility stuff. So make sure that you are trying different things and really also telling your network about it, telling them whatever programs you're trying so that they are like, you never know who you're going to spark a nerve with. I mean, I mentioned the Asylum and a guy sent me his insane results that he got and said, you know, just an FYI, 80% of these results was from the Asylum and dieting, and, you know, it was a conversation starter. So making sure that you're sharing those experiences and that you're definitely committing to something wholeheartedly. And speaking on that, I was terrified to try the 21-day fix because the diet portion is the hardest part for me. I have the hardest time committing to a diet. Working out I can usually handle, but it's the diet portion or the portion control that's always been hard. And honestly, my sales and my success with the fix totally suffered because I didn't commit to it. I didn't have a before and after. I wasn't living it. I was afraid to do 21-day fix challenge groups because I didn't know how they worked. And then you have the other side of the spectrum with Katie Rollins that, like, she loved the 21-day fix. You know, she had such awesome results with it. And that's why as a new coach, she rocketed out of the gate because she had so much passion behind the 21-day fix and everyone felt it and they saw her results. They saw her transformation physically, emotionally, you know, all over. It was so clear how much she loved the program. And that's why she had no problem selling it. You're never going to get a price objection from someone if you're like, look, this is the best thing. If I can guarantee you to lose 10 pounds in 21 days and you're going to feel better and you're going to look better, would you pay $140? And everyone's going to be like, yeah, I'm going to pay that money. You know, I'm going to find a way to make it work. So the more that you sell it and you believe in it, that's how you're going to really overcome the price objection. You know, we'll still get the price objection, but the more that you believe in the products, you know, when somebody objects to Shakeology price at this point, I'm just always like, I don't know what to tell you. Honestly, it's the easiest money that I spend every single month. And I, you know, had a meeting on last Friday at a coffee shop, and there's a line out the door. And there's just people constantly traipsing in, traipsing out. And they have no problem spending $2, $3, $7 at a coffee shop, which has absolutely no nutritional value. You know, it's those sacrifices on the quick money that's going out that you can be reinvesting instead on your health. So whatever angle you need to get to people, I mean, I was a Diet Coke addict. I used to drink at least 2 to 3 cans every single day. And I never in a million years thought I was going to be able to give it up. I gave it up once before then in my life because I studied abroad in Italy and it was $4 a can and I couldn't afford it because I was broke. And that was the only other time I gave up diet soda. And when I started drinking Shakeology, it sincerely stopped my cravings. And it's a little bit of a gateway drug because the more you drink diet soda, it pairs so nicely with pizza and with chips and with salty and sweet things. So whatever story you need to tell someone that really speaks and hits home with them, think about those things, whether you're talking about Cize or whether you're talking about Shakeology. You know, they always say facts tell, stories sell. So making sure that you're making it as personal as possible. And that was one of the things that Bo Eason was talking about tonight on that call was just, it was an hour long of him telling stories about himself. And it was so powerful because he made it so personal and it made it feel like you were living that story with him. So making sure that you're finding a personal experience and it's going to make it that much easier. So I told you about the workouts and lengths. And the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about tonight was the supplement line. So Beachbody's never really tapped into this market before as far as supplements. You know, they have E&E. They have from my understanding, because they haven't completely described everything that's coming out, and they're going to be describing it more at Summit when it's completely launched, but they've had some of these products in different forms. So there's a pre-workout, which currently, you know, I drink E&E before every workout. They've never had a, you know, during workout, which is like a Gatorade that helps to replenish your electrolytes that you're sweating out. And then there's an after, like, recovery drink, which some people, like, I drink Shakeology because I work out in the morning, and Shakeology is my breakfast after I work out. But some people, they work out later and they end up wanting something like that. So they end up either drinking another glass of Shakeology. So this is going to take the place, and it's going to be an after workout recovery. And then there's going to be an at night drink to help your muscles rebuild and repair, to prevent soreness and help improve muscle repair on the overnight. So this is going to be a huge selling point and product push for, you know, a lot of different people. You know, it's hard because we hear supplements, and, you know, sometimes that has a stigma behind it. But in reality, you know, Shakeology has the best supplements in it. You know, you're getting all those 70 superfoods. You're getting all of those things packed into one shake. The difference with this supplement line, and why Beachbody felt it was so important for them to come out with their own, was because they want it to be natural. They see all the other hazards that are on the market, and they know that people are cracking down and finding out what really in these products that are on the market. So Beachbody wanted to come up with its own solution of products that were tested and natural, so that they would feel comfortable getting behind it. And that's why Beachbody took a while before launching the product line, because that's the way they are with everything. They want to make sure that it is up to their standards before they go ahead and they launch it out. So those were the biggest things. I do the most ghetto things sometimes. So Janelle was doing her call today, and I put my phone where the speaker was playing in front of my computer, and then I opened up iMovie, and I taped the voice of my phone recording Janelle's words. So I'm then going to try to post that on YouTube so that I can post that into the group, because she was part of the Cize test group. So she's been through the entire process. She knows a lot more about supplements than I definitely do. So I am going to find a way to post that on our team page. That was just her, you know, half an hour talk about all of this stuff. The other thing that she talked about was understanding the launch and being prepared for it. So there's email collectors that Beachbody puts out, and basically that's your coach email, your coach link, and they put on their account, and you get credit for your coaches sending in their emails. And eventually the sale will go through to you, but you don't really get their emails, and you don't really find out any information unless they actually buy something. So instead, she recommended, you know, having people just, if you're interested, let me know, and I'll send you the information when it comes out. So sometimes when products are launched with Beachbody, we don't always know when they're going to be launched. They can be Pacific time, they can be Eastern time, they can be in the middle of the day. When the 21-day fix was launched, it was crazy because it kept selling out and selling out and selling out. So making sure that you're ready. So if Cize is something that you are definitely interested in, you want to start a test group when it comes out. I know that I plan on doing Cize as a test group when I get back from Summit. So, you know, we can definitely do exclusive Cize test group for the entire, you know, TNT Dynasty team, so that if you have a couple people that you think want to do it, we can throw everybody together and call it, you know, the Cize test group, dance it out, and put everybody into that group. So make sure that you're starting to collect people's email addresses so that you can send them out the information as more comes out. Because right now it's slotted to come out July 20th. They don't have a time. They don't have a price. They don't have any information like that. But at least you're able to start getting the interest. There's, in the on-demand section, there's also a sample workout. So make sure that you're going back there, you're checking it out. You're seeing what it's all about, so that when people do call and ask you, or send you your email, or send you a message saying, hey, that looks a lot of fun, have you tried it, what's it like, you can let them know what your experiences are of it so far. So that was pretty much what I had for you guys tonight. Any questions about any of that, or any thoughts about test groups that are coming on, or any issues or anything that anybody's got going on, feel free to unmute yourself and just let me know. I know we got a bunch of new people on the call. I love seeing that.
Do you know if they're going to have casein as part of that new line of supplements?
Say that again.
Do you know if they're going to have casein protein? That's like the one thing I buy that's not Beachbody that I drink consistently.
Okay, now you're using words that I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Janelle said that in her call today. So Janelle spoke way more specifically about the supplements and what's in there. I can check the FAQ and see more specifically like what they have for the breakdown, but I'm almost positive she said the word that you're saying that I don't know tonight. So tell the group what is special about that protein and why you specifically set it out.
Yeah, so casein protein, first of all, I work out at night. I drink Shakeology in the morning to start my day. Mm-hmm. And casein protein, I drink, it breaks down slowly, so it kind of keeps you full overnight. I end up starving at night after I work out, and I don't want to fill up on crud or have 7 Shakeology shakes that day. So every night I have a casein protein shake, and it just kind of makes it so that I'm not absolutely starving by the time I wake up in the morning. It's just a slow burn, healthy protein.
Can you spell it more?
I think it's CASEIN. Where's it IE?
Another trick that I'm going to talk about when we do the online office is in the FAQ, the less words, the better. So I was trying to find like the breakdown of the supplement line. So trying to use like as little words as possible. So I was going to try to type that in and just see if it came up. But yeah, when they launch more, we'll be able to know more about what exactly they're putting in all of them. But if I find that answer, Lauren, I'll put it up in the group.
Thank you.
Okay. Who do you buy it from right now? Like what line?
What brand do you? Aaron is in the background here. What brand is it? He buys it off Amazon. He's not even sure.
Okay.
See how much research we've done? We're ready to switch.
Some guy. and you'll get 25% off, and if you order through him, you get the commission too. So maybe it's casein. Okay, so I'll try to find that out and see, because I have a feeling that they put it in like that it would make sense to put it in the overnight. The overnight recovery supplement.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, other questions? Anybody else planning on trying it? Trying Cize?
I don't know yet.
I appreciate
the honesty. Talk about it tonight. I mentioned it a while ago to him, and then when I got on demand and started doing hip hop abs, he would just come home on a Saturday, and I would just be like dancing in the living room. He's like, "Stop! You're embarrassing yourself." I'm like, it's about to get a lot worse.
Brazil butt lift, I completely embarrassed myself too. That's why there's not too many videos of me doing Brazilian butt lift, but I'm hoping.
That would be good. I made one video, I think, of me just laughing through it. Like, it was just too much.
Yeah, but I definitely think there's a market for it.
I definitely want to do it.
You want to do it, Vic?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Liz is like, I can't wait.
She's doing it too.
Oh, I know. Liz is a dancing machine.
Yeah, definitely.
Liz is going to break out with this. It's your signature.
I'm going to
vogue it. All right, guys. I wanted to, let's see if I can screen share real quick. Let me see if I have the tab open. I wanted to give you guys an update on our team website of how it's going. Lauren, how are you liking your running group? Like, do you have good content for that? I don't think I'm in it.
I'm still putting it together.
I'm still putting it together.
It's not fully.
July 20th. July 20th. Okay. Because I was thinking that might be a good tab to put in here. Let me know if you want to send me that content, because right now I just have a clean eating one, and 21 Day Fix one that I just finished, but I think that definitely a shake, like I want to have a Shakeology tab because I think that that's definitely key, and I think a running group one would be really great. But any things that you guys have that you think would be great for this, definitely feel free to send me anything, and I'll try to incorporate it into our team training site. Okay. So let me go.
Hey, Laura.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking, not to take over for a sec, but I was thinking it might be worth mentioning to the group. When we were talking yesterday, I was talking about like how I noticed I have a group that started off on Monday, and I actually went through and looked at all the members today to count, and I have 5 people in there that I got directly out of inviting. And by inviting, I mean 2 months ago, you know, I would put up a picture of me with a Shakeology or something like that, or a funny thing about 21 Day Fix, and they would like it or comment it, and I would wait like later on in the day or the next day, and then I'd message them and be like, hey, just wanted to, quick shoot you a thank you so much. I know it sounds pretty dorky, but, it's kind of difficult putting stuff like this out there online, and it can, it could be hard on you. I'm going to put the script up. I don't remember what. I'm great behind a keyboard, not talking. But, I just want to express I am really thankful that, you support, obviously, what I'm doing, and just, you're awesome. Thank you. Whatever. And I have been getting like 90% positive results back from people. They don't immediately message me back. Sometimes it takes a day or two, but they're like, oh no, I think what you're doing is great. Your posts are really, inspirational, stuff like that. That's pretty much it. And I'm like, awesome. Well, again, thank you for your support. And if you want to give one of my groups a try, I have one coming up in a couple weeks, this and that. They're a really good time. There's a lot of fun content in there, and, this and that. And it takes a little bit of following up. If they do show a little bit of interest in it, I'll, shoot them a message a couple weeks later, be like, hey, just let you know, I have the group kicking off this date. And it's gotten me, 5 of the members that I have now in the accountability group. And 2 of them have already told me that they're planning on, they have 2 people that they want to bring with them. So I'm going to talk to them about maybe you should be coaching then if you're already, influencing other people to do it. So again, it's one of those things, inviting is so uncomfortable and it's really kind of awkward, but I'm starting to really find that all those seeds I was doing when we were doing our push group a couple months back, at this point it really is starting to pay out for me.
That's kind of a safe way to invite, because it's reaching out to people that aren't completely randoms that liked something on one of your posts, and your first conversation doesn't have to be a sales pitch. It's just a, hey, thanks for interacting with my page. So it is a perfect setup, and then the conversation, you can usually, it doesn't have to be in that initial contact to then say, hey, I'm an online health and fitness coach. You then put them on your list of people that you start liking and commenting on their pictures. And when your next challenge group is coming up, that's when you say, hey, just so you know, my next accountability group is starting on July 20th. And if you're interested, or if you have any friends that you think might be interested, please feel free to send them my way. So that way the door's already open, the conversation's already started. It's so much more natural, and it doesn't have to be that uncomfortable just inviting people randomly on your list. So it's a much more organic way of going about it. And then we talked a lot about doing more scripts for you guys to see what for new coaches, how you would go about it. So I am going to screen share and just show you one of the conversations I had this week. So this was a girl that reached out to me. She said she was interested in the 21 Day Fix or PIO. So I said, sorry it took so long to get back to you, super busy weekend. I said, depending on your goals and interests, I'd better help fit you with the perfect program. Also, every month I run free private accountability support groups. They'd be perfect to get you towards your goals, so give me a little info and I'll get you set up. So it was a little bit of tidbits. I didn't say anything about challenge groups. I just said free private accountability / support groups. And I said, you tell me what your goals are and what things you're looking for. And she said, I just need to get my body back into shape, eat better, but I need the motivation to do it. I've done the gym and I never felt anyone to be accountable for the results I want. I don't need to get defined, but it wouldn't hurt. I do need to be more healthy. So I'm kind of lobbing her softballs, and she's giving me the information that I need. So I know she's not trying to lose a whole bunch of weight. I know that she wants to tone up, and I know that she's tried the gym before and it hasn't worked because of the accountability. So those are where I'm going to start to target my conversation. I said, LOL, hey, yeah, little definition never hurt anybody. I felt the same way. I haven't been to the gym in almost 2 years. I work out less and I'm in way better shape. What things did you enjoy at the gym? Are there any programs you've heard about or thinking about trying? She said, I enjoyed classes that were high energy but didn't feel like I was in basic training. Enjoyed spin, plyo, power pump, ab classes. I hate cardio but needed it. Really did not like Zumba. So she's steering me in the direction of what program to help her with. And I know which programs because I've tried them myself. So I said, perfect, thanks. I love plyo too. It was such a great core workout. You get drenched without even feeling like you're doing cardio. I said, we have the full program. What do you think about trying that? She said, I'm open to it. I did some research a few months back about the 21-day fix. I like that there's simple meal plans, no crazy ingredients, just everyday healthy stuff. I said, yep, it's definitely my personal favorite for that reason, along with the fact that the workouts are 30 minutes and have more variety so you're never bored. The meal plan is magic. It really points out where you're missing from your diet, and now you just have to eat. Now I just eat that way all the time. So I think that would be the best for me. I need to refrain or retrain myself on good eating and grocery shopping habits. Said this program has taught me so much on how to shop. I said, are you familiar with Shakeology? So now I've got to get Shakeology into the conversation and say why that's so important. I said, also, are you familiar with Shakeology? It's literally been my secret weapon and hands down the best thing I do for myself every day. She said, I've heard of it, but not really looked into it. I said, it's the best meal replacement shake on the market. It's packed with 70 superfoods and a full days of veggies, which I never used to eat. It's also given me so much energy and killed so many bad habits. I think we might get cut off, but so she said, sounds perfect. I said, okay, great. What other questions do you have for me? She said, no, that's it. So then she starts asking about price, and I was telling her about the challenge pack. She said, wow, that's great. Yeah, and then she starts talking about asks me about the price. So I tell her how it's on sale this month and how it's typically $160, but instead it's $140. And then she was asking me about the 3 payments. And this is where you can lose a customer if they start trying to do 3 payments, because we can't do 3 payments as a coach. So I said, you know, we can't do 3 payments, but a challenge back is so much cheaper. And then I break down what the prices are individually, along with telling her about the fact that I'm running a group. I'm throwing in a $10 Amazon gift card just to hook the sale to give her something else. And I told her, I'm giving it to my first 5 customers. You'd make number 3. So that she feels a sense of urgency. She's in a multi-level marketing company herself, and she said, man, you're good at this, LOL, so what needs to be done so I can sign up? I said, thanks, and so it was at like 11 o'clock at night, so she took too long to get back to me. I fell asleep at 10:50 at night, so I wrote her the next morning, and she said she wants to be part of my next group in August, so sent me an email. I sent her the link, and she signed up for a challenge pack. So it takes steering them in the right direction, but it definitely helps when you know which programs, you know what people are looking for. You drop Shakeology before you get to the challenge pack so that you're saying it makes it easier. It's one less meal that you have to plan. You know, I know that you said that you want to get better at grocery shopping. Well, this is such a huge part of that. So I want to try to have you guys have more experience with scripts so that you feel more comfortable with what to say when people reach out to you. Does it always go this nicely in a little package? No.